Good afternoon. I'm looking here. It's about 3 o'clock, and on a Monday. And last night I was, well, I was headed to work, and walked up the street, and she is downright chilly, eh? And my bus, inexplicably, didn't come. Yeah, well, it led to a lot of pondering as to whether it had come before I got there. But I had gotten to the bus stop in a timely manner, and it I was early by 10 minutes, uh, and about uh, 3/4 of an hour later, a bus came along, and I thought, oh shoot, that's the right bus. I piled on there, and my stupid card wouldn't work for my bus ride, and somewhat pleasant bus driver, not as pleasant as some, let me tell you. He said, you're going to have to go to security and get your badge updated. He said, is that all right? I said, well, like what? I'm going to say it's not all right. And he said, are you going to Suncourt, Maine? I said, no, I'm going to Syncrude, Maine base mine. Oh, he said, you're on the wrong bus. I said, well, stop the stupid bus and I'll take the next one. And I mean, it was kind of nice and warm in there. Oh, jeez. I don't know how cold it was, minus 30. Oh, gee, it was not hot. So I climbed out of the stupid bus, and as I was walking down the steps, someone in the bus said, you have a good night. And and the reason they said that was they know me. I mean, look here, children, I don't blend in that well. And I thought, I just love people because, well, I don't like myself at all. And so I have that great capacity to love in your heart. And I'm not too impressed when I look in a mirror. Anyways, I got out, and the next stop, like I got out at the stop, and that was only one bus stop from where I normally get on. Thank God. Giant man, big man, not Irish. I guarantee you, he was a big black man. I said, brother. I said, how you all doing? He said, I'm doing good. I said, I'm Cowboy Jim. Doesn't mean much. Well, if my mom were still alive, it'd mean quite a bit to her. And we had about 10, 15, 20 minutes of talking with each other. And I don't carry my phone on my person when I go to work because I'll blessed forget and end up sitting on a hoe or a dozer out there somewhere, and stupid phone will go off, and that I get you fired, canned. Wow. And so anyways, big man. Oh, he was such a nice guy. Oh, I mean, bus came along, and he and I both stepped over to the curb, and because he spoke, bus driver opened the door, and he was impolite. I mean, I'm telling you, the bus driver was impolite to the big black man. I think his name was George. I'm not sure because I cannot remember names well. And and the bus driver said the other bus is coming, so he took off. And I looked at the big African man built like a brick house, And I said, racism is not dead in Canada. I said, I think that's shameful. He said, well, he sure was grouchy. I said, he wasn't grouchy as much as he was rude. And so we had a wonderful, pleasant talk. And I said, I have a YouTube channel. Oh, gee whiz. He said, really? I said, yeah. So I told him the story of my 18-year-old son's miracle. And he said, oh, that was a miracle. I said, yeah, 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 yeah. That was a miracle. You know, when it comes right down to it, color is only skin deep. You see, the rest is integrity, honor, kindness, or evil. That simple. So, yeah, those skin color you can't mess with. Pretty sure you can. Well, perhaps you can, but you can add to it. I don't think you can take away. But the rest is the fulfillment of what a friend of mine said at work. Oh, uh, a good friend. He said, Jim, why is it that some old people are so grouchy? I thought, Job, why are you asking me? That was a joke. And he said, no, really, Jim, why? Why are people so hard to get along with, so owly, grouchy? And he said, Jim, you're not. I said, my brother, and it's a choice. He said, why would people choose to be grouchy, owly? I said, I think uh, they're selfish. He says, what? I said, I think people don't want to make the effort to be nice. They don't they don't have a need to be nice. But he says, Jim, you're nice. And I said, yeah. I said, it takes a lot of work. But he said, Jim, why are you nice? I said, I'm nice because it's the only way. My microphone is way over here. Oh dear God. Oh, let's move it back a tiny bit. I said, it's the only way that I can show people the value and the benefit in my life of being at peace with God. I said, you know that. We talked about that. He said, I know. But he said, I I just did, didn't understand. Hey, listen, I've been through some stuff. Hey, I mean, I have been through some stuff. I had my back to the wall. The only way I could make it was to do everything I could and probably just stand there and wait for the weather to change or the situation to change. But my belief system in a creator is so deep. My mental acuity is so shallow. Oh, I remember a French speaking guy. He ran Dozer at a former company I was at. He said, Jim, I roomed with him for a short while and a couple of other ladies. Well, one lady. And he said, your basic problem, Jim, is you're simple. And I said, well, you mean my approach to life being somewhat, shall we say, simplistic? He said, no, Jim, you are mentally simple. And I thought, come on, ça va, mon frère. I thought, you dummy. That's not what I said in French, but I thought, okay, you have that right. You can say anything about me to me that you choose. We live in a free country. I'll show you my grace, my mercy, because it's been 1.2 minutes. I have not drop kicked you right straight in the head, which I have that ability to do. And I thought, okay, so we can choose how and what uh, memories each other is going to have of us by how we live and act and how we demonstrate who and what we are to each other. And in my scheme of things, the French guy said, not all French people are like that. I met a French speaking lady who was a bodybuilder, and I'm telling you, the Guinness World Book of Records should have a picture of her. I mean, they should. She was that special. So it's not French speaking, it's rudeness that people walk in. They can be nice, they can be rude. Hey, it's the way it is. Going to have to get over it. Well, time marches on. Okay, so it's time for me to take a cup of really, really hot coffee out. I'll be putting a jacket on, let me tell you. Out back and sitting down out there, enjoying one of my cigarettes. Listen, we have a lot of stuff going on in Canada, politicians gone amok, um, people who don't like the color of each other's skin, other people who don't understand why people are so rude. My heroes, I have two heroes, and their first names are Matt and Job. They're my heroes. Reason I have heroes is that they are so good that I can look up to them. And I do, because they're both taller than I am. But nonetheless, nonetheless, they have earned my respect. So listen, you have choices in your life. You're going to get up in the morning if you haven't died, and you're going to choose what type of memory someone is going to have of you by how you behave. Do you behave well in a manner that would honor God? Or do you behave like you're a princess? Okay, I'm no princess, children, but I can humble myself. I pray, but I can humble myself. I can care more for others than I care for myself. We're going to shut this down really quickly. God bless you. I wish you the best. God bless you.